Hello, my name is Jessica Gray, and I'm the Northeastern Kentucky Outreach Counselor.
Hi, my name's Brittany Foley, and I'm the West Central Kentucky Outreach Counselor.
And today we're going to walk you through step by step what a student should do when they're filling out their FAFSA.
Your first step is going to be that you need to create an account. You'll go to the studentaid.gov website, click Create Account, and then you're going to scroll to the Get Started. Once you're in the Get Started, you're going to start typing in all your personal information, and then you will hit Continue. You'll put in your contact information, your communication preferences, and your challenge questions. You'll confirm and verify, and enable two-step verification means you'll have your phone number and your email listed on there in order to get a code, which after you type in that code, you will be able to log into your accounts. After you create this account, you have to wait until you are verified with the Social Security Administration before you can actually complete your FAFSA.
We also highly recommend that you keep all of your information as you're going through this, all your login info, your password, your challenge questions, so that when you log back into this website later, you're able to log in easily. So now we're going to take you on a walk through what the FAFSA looks like. When you get to the FAFSA site, the first thing you need to check is if you are filling it out for this coming school year, we are filling in the 24-25 FAFSA. We're going to do it from the student point of view. And then these are videos that are very helpful to filling out your FAFSA. You can watch them or you can choose to click Continue. One more.
Make sure that all this information is correct and you have it saved correctly in your notebook, phone, whatever you're going to keep your information in, and then hit Continue. So the student state of legal residence, if you were born in Kentucky, it's going to be your birth date. If you were not born in Kentucky, it's going to be when you came here, the month and year. This summary page is your consent and approval for them to pull your taxes from the IRS, and in order to get any type of financial aid, you have to consent. Your personal circumstances will be the single, never married if you've never been married, married, not separated if you're married, and then remarried, separated, divorced, or widowed.
For this example, we'll use single, never married. If you just graduated from high school, you will be a first-year freshman. And then at the bottom, it says when the students begin the 24-25 school year, will they have their first bachelor's degree? And for current high school graduates, the answer is no. Now we have a list of personal circumstance questions. It asks about being in the armed forces or being a child in the armed forces. It asks about being a ward of the court, an orphan, and foster care. One of the questions that we've had the most trouble with is this one right here. The student is or was in a legal guardianship. We highly recommend that you only choose that if you have paperwork that calls your circumstances a legal guardianship. Most students are going to be under legal custody, and that there is a difference. So if none of these apply, we choose none of these apply.
This one's going to ask you if the student has at any time after July 1st, 2023 was unoccupied, homeless, or risk of being homeless. If any of these apply, you would hit yes, but for this circumstance, we're going to hit no. This page is for if there's any unusual circumstances that would prevent the student from contacting their parents due to them being unsafe, abusive, abandoned, or a victim of human trafficking, incarcerated, or otherwise they're just unable to contact them. And then you would hit yes to this, click yes to this. But for this circumstances, we're going to click no.
A majority of students are dependent students, but if you clicked yes to any of the past 3 questions, you would be an independent student. On this page, it asks, are the students' parents refusing to provide their information on this FAFSA form? It's already highlighted in no. You need to keep the no answer to be able to finish this form.
This section is going to be about the student's parents. It's going to ask you if they're married or not. For this situation, we'll click no. It's then going to ask you if your parents live together. If yes, you'll hit yes, but for this, we're going to click no. And then it's going to ask you if one parent provided more financial support than the other parent over the past 12 months. We'll click yes. And then it wants to know, this is when your step parents would come into play. It wants to know, has the parent you identified in the previous question remarried? If you click no, you will continue on, but if you click yes, it then will prompt you for information on your parent's spouse.
Okay, so on this page, you get to invite your parents. The first parent that you put in will be your main parent that will first fill in their FAFSA information. The second portion is their spouse. So if your parents are married, then you would put whatever parent likes to fill out forms for you first, and then the parent who doesn't enjoy that as much second. If your parents are remarried, you would put your biological parent first and your step parent second. If your parent is single, you can hit send invite and you can leave this blank and move on to continue.
So this is going to be your student demographic information. For this purpose, we are female, so we would click female.
On this page, you talk about race. First, it asks if you're Hispanic, Latino, or of Spanish origin. We are not. And then what is the student's race? You can choose any of these, and underneath, you're going to see many different options. You don't have to choose any if you're not comfortable, or you can write in your ethnicity.
So this is your student citizenship status, and for this situation, we're going to be a U.S. citizen, and then you will click continue.
On this page, you explain how much college your parents have attended. Either neither attended, one or both attended but didn't complete, or one or both completed. Once you choose your option, you hit continue.
This is going to be a military question. If you had a parent killed in the line of duty or not, you would answer that appropriately. For this situation, it's going to be a no.
If you just graduated high school, then your highest level is a high school diploma. Then you'll hit continue.
So this is your student high school information. You're going to click the state, which is Kentucky. The city for this purpose is Lexington. And then you would find your high school. It's not letting us do that, so we're going to use Bryan Station Middle School. And then after you hit search, you will need to scroll down and click the school again.
On this page, you just confirm that what you put in is actually the high school you attended.
The next page is going to be about finances, and this is the student's finances. Most of these are going to be zeros for students.
We've got IRA rollover, which your student would not have. A pension rollover. If they're a first year college student, they're not going to have any college grants or scholarships to report. And most students say no to foreign earned income.
The next questions are going to be about your student assets. It wants a current total of cash, savings, and checking accounts, a net worth of investments, including real estate, which is usually zero for students, and a current net worth of businesses and investment farms, which is usually also a zero for students.
On this page, we search for our colleges. At this point in August, it is likely your student already knows where they want to attend. So you'll choose state. And then usually under school name, I will start typing in the school. But for this example, I'm just going to choose what they've pre-selected. Once you hit search, you'll go down and select the schools that you want to attend. When you're done, you'll hit continue and you'll see a list of every school you chose. If those are correct, you'll hit continue.
This page will want you to take a moment to review everything you put in there. You can click on each little drop down and check everything you've said. Or if you feel confident that you've done it right, you can scroll all the way down to the bottom. You're going to hit continue. Now this page is your signature page. You won't actually have to type anything or sign anything. You're going to hit the checkbox. Once you've clicked the checkbox for your signature, you then will reach this page where you have completed your student section. If you're an independent, this will be the end of the FAFSA form for you. And if you are a dependent, you will need your parent contributor information to finish your FAFSA.
And the way you get that is your parents log into the accounts they've created. They will see a blue invitation bar at the top and they can click on it. It will link your FAFSA with their FAFSA. Thank you so much for coming to our demonstration today.